Hi guys, so this is Whodunit Archives and we are back with more Disco Elysium. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. It has been a while, but I think I remember where we are. I think we already spoke with Kuno, so basically let me just check our leads, what we need to do. So yeah, I think we already talked with Kuno and we will be buying foam pants with him. Okay. And we need to read our ledger. That's interesting. And who put the clothes in the trash? Okay. So we have some things to do. I'm kind of scared because as you can see here, we are not very well in our morale. So we will be. We need to be cautious, at least. So I think I'm going to talk with Gord first, and then we will be seeing our ledger. Um, and also I want to speak with more people. I want to talk with more people.
Can I help you?
I found the victim's clothes in the trash container out back.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were zipwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Ouch. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Yeah, I don't think this is what we asked. I mean, yeah, well, in a sense it is because, well, if someone needed to take the clothes off the cadaver and put them in the trash, but it could be something else as well, like the own victim putting them there. I don't know. Even though I think Kim said to us that the clothes had a postmodern scent to them, so I guess it's okay.
The trash
Who else
collection
has-
service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Yeah.
The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
Yeah.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Shivers is so random. It's like, okay, so now it's a time for you to see beyond your sight. So yeah, two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. Yeah. Yeah, so
Yes?
I think so I talked to Sylvie Wink. I've seen something here at the Whirling Gate. It's great. I think I need to talk about what? So
God.
he does not look too pleased.
Oh,
Not at all.
but he should be. Lay it on him.
Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel. Oh my god. But I don't want to lay that on him. Don't I have anything else like a back bottle, for example? Oh no. Oh no, why? Oh no. Like, I don't know. But I'm scared of choosing the first option because I really don't want to make our detective a misogynistic person. Like, I truly, I don't think this is like the good crazy that I'm looking for here. I think this is just being outright violent. So I don't
Of
want to.
course you do.
No.
This was your plan all along.
Oh.
This is how you fix it for them. By answering the woman question.
The woman question, what? Oh no, oh no. That's so painful. Why? Why? Why this game do this to me? I mean, I did this to myself, but...
Wonderful.
Yeah! Wonderful, yeah.
It is. It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
She rides the car carousel until she's too old to ride it. Then she settles down with a provider. Oh, wow. No time for lectures. The point is, you're losing at her nasty mind games. It was a total cycle. Like, I don't wanna. This is so. Like, all the options are so. So disgusting, I mean.
Huh?
Just rolled inside of your mouth is your tongue.
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
Oh my god. It's so bizarre the fact that empathy is the one that is putting us through this. I mean, it's almost like the game is punishing us for all this. But, like, if we will be this kind of person, let's be all the way through. I mean, let's be very dramatic about it. Like,
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
what else did she say about me? Like, come on, you can't be seriously believing in us.
What else do you need?
This picture carousel of cocks going merrily around. Oh no. That was roughly it.
The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
Oh no, this is so sad.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning she left.
Oh really? Did she?
I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Yeah, man, signals, mixed signals. This is classic cock carousel behavior. Broken bird, feathers, not knowingly. This is all part of the mind fuck on the car. Why am I here?
Cock carousel. I think I understand now. It's what they ride until, like, 39.
Oh, wow, guard, come on, don't give in to this kind of thought, this kind of, I don't know, mentality.
They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Oh, this is so sad. He corks the bottle and hands it to you.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
This is so sad.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Come on, I ruined it. Completely ruined it. I couldn't be more wrong about this. Like, come on. That's so sad. I mean, I don't think we can do anything about it, but either way, I want to talk with more people, so Let's go. But why carousel though? Like, I don't know. I will never know. But I want to see if we can speak with more people, perhaps. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Like, the game is so pretty. I truly like the scenery. Okay, so we have these two gentlemen to talk. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Okay, that's a thing. So we can go, but they are playing here, right? I mean, you're the angriest man I know, Renee. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallow fill the air. Build a solid routine and stick to it. That's all there is. Okay.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covered his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hog René first.
To angry old Henry first. Okay.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Jesus.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
This is definitely a wrong choice. My god. This is not going to go well, but yeah, we are doing a crazy run, so let's choose the most unreasonable option. Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Okay, so we have 72%. That's the spirit. Better observe them first. A moment of your time, fellows. Don't get involved in the game. Like, grab the ball, show them how it's done. Oh my god. These people won't want to talk to me, but this is my thing here, so... Okay, so we followed. What happens here? Oh, Carrie.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Oh wow. Okay, hand-eye coordination.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
Really?
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, why though? Like, good job is a good thing to hear. Especially for an athlete. Like, why did it feel
You must
so
have
wrong?
knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps.
Okay.
Yeah, gaps you tried to fill with thinking. We don't think in sports. We do.
Nah, I don't think so.
It felt like you were going for a
No,
thrust or a
I'm
lunge.
going to
It
die.
was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
Like, why do I feel bad? I mean, we did something nice, and he is, I think, He's not being sarcastic about it. He's actually saying that we did a good job.
With a pinch of fear.
Come on, give us my point of back, please.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
Perfecto, well, I still feel defeated.
Probably because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical, durable, Revachol made? Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, wow.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Okay. You seem to be playing a creator. Yeah, you have two options. Do what you need to do, like your job, and the other, to point the most obvious thing.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was it made by a sea monster rising from the depths? Do you know what created it? Okay, this one.
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again? Did you use artillery fire against them? Maybe we can do this history lesson later. So, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Is a bone in his licked?
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Suicide sex cult propaganda? What that means though? I mean, matter like it's going to start to okay. They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings. O cara lá and I bombed this place. No, no, I mean,
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
beachhead.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
The military coordinated amphibious landing.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Shake your head and look down at the crater. Death blow sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Oh wow, that's very grim.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Is that why everything's so bummed out? Oh, that explains all the war damage. Actually, I already know all this. I just wanted to know if you do too. Nah, I mean, this is crazy to say to someone that dedicated their time to actually explain to you something. But I mean, this is a good opportunity to introduce a little bit of lore of the game. So I'm kind of suspending the crazy run just because I think it's important to show the lore. So let's choose no option 1.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes. So, but yeah, as you can see, Renee is not the most impartial figure. Even though I don't think you can have an impartial or a neutral part to describe a historical event. But yeah, you can see that Rene is very passionate about his political position. He's not very level-headed. I think this is a better word for it. I think he has a very strong opinion about it, and so we need to take what he says with a grain of salt. But either way, it's interesting to see that Martinez has a central role to defeat the communards. That's what we know so far. Let's see what the game unfolds to us in regards of that.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
Okay.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. So it's almost like the coalition doesn't renovate the city as some sort of remembrance, a reminder of this period of time, which is a little bit morbid considering that people actually live in this city. So I mean, it shouldn't be this way if I'm understanding it right. But yeah, and we need to talk with the union also, but we will get to it.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
Okay, so I think when they say the party, they are saying the Communist Party, I'm thinking. So yeah, we are in a kind of a limbo. The city doesn't move forward because no one is making the effort to go in any direction. And I think when the communists tried to do it, the coalition kind of neutralized them. And now things are going to this coalition powered course, like with the coalition in charge but not actually running things, just keeping things under control. So yeah, I truly like the lore of the game because it's really rich in a political sense.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
So let's see our options and say which one is the craziest, even though I don't think it has one. That's how it should be, self-socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign power cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Communists just don't understand how money works. Nothing, I don't think. I just do. I mean, I think it's kind of like option 2. Even though option 2 kind of is a little bit anti-immigration, and I don't think this is the point. I don't think coalition seems quite capable. While we solve the city looks kind of almost like devastated. It's almost like a ruin. It's very... Anyway, You guys understood me, right? The fourth one is the most funny. It's the funniest one. It usually is the choice that older people like to choose. Like, oh, so communists don't know that, or I don't know. I always feel like when I read this kind of talk, this kind of, I don't know, message. I always think it's something like someone old that doesn't like things to be changed a lot, or think that someone wants to change things because they don't understand how things work. It's always in a kind of I don't know, in trying to portray themselves in a superior position because of their age. Like, of course, this doesn't mean all old people think that way, but yeah. But I don't know. I feel like an art detective. I don't know if we should choose first, but we don't know the soft socialists, so I will just pick the the last option because we don't know things yet. So we don't have an opinion formed.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. He isn't really paying attention to your words anymore. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains. So I don't know. I think he worked. He was a military. He was in the
I
army.
would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
So we were a monarchy.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Yeah.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
So yeah, he has this anti-foreigner sentiment.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, that doesn't make sense that the communists wanted ads everywhere. At least not in a capitalist sense. And I said that because I believe, I don't know, communism doesn't imply that that it wouldn't have any sort of entrepreneurship going on. I mean, in communism, I think people almost like to make it a relation between communism and anti any sort of entrepreneurship, any sort of entrepreneur business, like. And I don't think this is I don't think this is true in a sense that in communism it should have a sort of organization like in commerce. I don't think commerce and any sort of organization or market or because that's that, right? People like to think that communism antagonizes market, but what I think it is the problem is that communism antagonizes a kind of a certain laws of the market that only benefit a class of people, like, and I think that's that, but yeah, I don't think that. I think the whole point of communism is simply changing these laws of market and making it more more just, to in a sense that people can actually compete with each other in a base level, instead of we just like in a capitalist sense pretend that we are all equal and we can compete in market. and also the market would serve the interests of the workers and the consumers. And so yeah, that's a big tangent, but I don't know, I feel like this game is for that. It's for discussing this kind of things. So who was this Frisell?
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Okay, so people murdered him.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Why exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Yeah, I mean, we could try. I hope. But let's see if we can do this.
All you
No.
observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frisell I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frisell the Fan?
Frisell the Fan.
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling Rats?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops?
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Okay, so Renee has a fascist vibe going on. Even though, yeah. I mean, I try to empathize with his position in a sense that when you live in a city that looks ruined most of the time, having some sort of authority, trying to put things in their place, it seems nice, especially if you're a old person, and because when you get old, you get more vulnerable, you get lonely, like things change a lot, and I think that's the whole point of Renee. Things changed a lot for him, and having some sort of authority that he could rely. It seemed so what I'm saying here is, yes, he has this fascist vibe going on, but it also have this other side that can go unnoticed, especially because of the whole Renee presentation. He is a very insecure old man. Like you can see in the way that he uses his military uniform, even though he's not in service anymore, and this is not a special occasion for it as well. So yeah. So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Yeah, this makes sense. He lived a lot, and I think he's just tired of. I mean, I don't think he's tired of living, but I mean he's tired. He saw a lot. Thank you for your time.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
I mean, Coach Physical Instrument, does that mean you call me a Megan and a Nancy boy to motivate me? Yes, sir. Forge me into organic steel, coach.
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
Yes, sir. Forge me into organic steel, coach.
It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete.
Wait, why piss?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Oh, wow. Oh, let's do this, coach. I'm with you. This looks like a very good plan.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus.
The Homo Athleticus. So let's say here. Oh, so this is a line of inquiry. So okay, so we are still doing Robocop. So let's internalize Coach Physical Instrument. Wow, -2 of the encyclopedia. So you were minding your own business, trying to get some detective work done, when suddenly a voice emerged from within you and told you you was a namby-pamby, a sissy, and a limp jellyfish. His voice has zero gender sensitivity and even less empathy for underwhelming athletic performance. Try to purposefully piss it off. See if it teaches you something. Pretend you don't know the difference between a double and a single support phase in the discipline of hammer throw. It hates that. Oh wow. So, the solution? We don't know yet. No, okay, let's internalize it. Let's see what it brings to us. So we need to end Robocop and to at least stop with the downgrade of composure. So we talked with them. Let's see what we have here. There's a little girl here. The cooperated viewer has been banged inoperable. And here, enormous bulls worthy of a real man. Let's go here first. There's someone here. Wow, we have a lot of things to look here. Come on, the night's still young. Okay. And here? You hear the distant squall of seabirds. This is nice. This looks like a nice place. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Lieutenant's surname? Look closer first. Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
He looks around. Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. Like, no, I mean, they are definitely old, but...
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the revolution? What do you mean old? From the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Okay, what can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okay. So, what we have here? So we have yellow plastic bag. This plastic bag has written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a moldy gust of air flies in your face. It smells of yeast and beer. Perfect place for tire. Okay, so we need to be holding this one. Maybe. No? Okay. So we can... This will be necessary because we do need to buy more things so we can make this better. The ad reads broken window, Tibbs has windows. What else?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer, petted.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look
A thick
inside.
layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onug written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
There are no lights in the windows. Okay.
Probably some kids.
Yeah, Kuno. We know that. Let me just check the sound because I think it's very... For me, it's getting a little bit... Okay. Very loud.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Okay.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look
The
inside.
curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Okay, turn the knob to focus your
The
vision.
lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hanging there, little one. There are ruins of some kind of building there.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins, okay?
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and clears them. Okay. So... What he's pointing... Oh, so... Imagine if I drink this. Imagine what would happen. We will interact with this in a moment. I just want to deal with our low morale. I think that's that. Okay. Let's see this first. A book about boiadeiro culture. It promotes freedom when roaming upstream. Okay. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. This is a book about pate. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. So we have more. We will be selling them in a moment.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I'm the law.
I know, sir.
She stamps her feet to feel warmer.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of a store is this anyway? What kind of a store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions? Okay, let's ask
It's a
that.
bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Wow, the name is not very creative.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book? What's a postcard? What's a board game? Don't be ridiculous. I know all these things. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a
A
postcard?
postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Okay, let's check out Robocop in a minute. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Okay, interesting. Thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
I want to first.
Hobocop.
Okay.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Bonuses? Reviews extra special collector's edition tar bottles on the map. Okay. More money from selling tar. Okay, that's good. Learning cap for Shivers raised to 6. Good. So we have more. We can have more money, so we can actually buy more. So we can actually buy more. Buy stuff, which I want to do. I'm going there for a minute. I will still talk to her, but I want to solve this issue first. And I know where you can actually buy things, so I'm gonna just skip ahead a little bit. Oh, I do need that. That's nice. Okay, we need more magnesium. Let's see here. We will be seeing all that in a minute, but I just want to save this. I just want to make sure we won't be having trouble with this low morale, even though we have one more, which is
The
nice.
tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and
Nice.
the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're 100% sure you've got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
Yeah. What I do want to know is buy more magnesium.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go on, what is this freight?
I don't know. Frit?
She shrugs. And what is freight?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Okay.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Type on the girls kissing. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature? Point at the cover. I'm not even interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. Let's talk about the fashion police.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the number uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. Point to her head. I bet your head will take the prize. So who is the most stylish there? It can't be anyone from here. Let's do this one. How lazy eyes scan up and down your body assessing the situation.
No, I don't think so.
We are
Yeah.
not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Do you have any ammonia
She
for
looks
sale?
up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Can you tell me anything about that body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Did you know the man who died? How long has it been there? What do you think happened? Did you know the
not
man?
really.
Not really. Does it mean you knew him a little?
No, I didn't know him at all.
How long had it been there?
I don't know really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about reality you're in?
Reality. You mean what reality? Economic reality or?
Yes, tell me about economic reality.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about economic reality. What about the physical reality then?
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
What about the physical
I
reality
don't
then?
know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I meant where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind or as a nation or
As a
in a
mankind?
good place.
She rose her face thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know.
She shrugs and folds her magazine back. What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is the
When
revolution?
ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The collision, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
She taps the magazine on the counter. I won't bother you with this nonsense
Oh.
anymore. Okay. So, what I actually want is to buy magnesium
A
for
small
us.
cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
So we can actually buy ammonia and actually try again. That's interesting. But here we have the magnesium, druamine, nose fed, hypnogamma, the extreme morale. It would solve our problem. If we do 3 of these, yeah, I think it's way better to buy a hypnogamma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And we can just use it at least. Let's keep one. But cool. What do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Thank you for explaining, miss.
Uh-huh.
Who is Saint
Saint
Baptiste?
Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
Okay. So now we are a little bit better. We can leave and proceed because you can be, very surprised, at least. Not in a good way. Especially when you have a low morale. So now we can actually talk with her without
Hello
fearing.
again, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book this time?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What? No, they are not about books. What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something. I think that I think it's interesting, but I know this game won't have any changes. But what bothers me a little is when you know her name even though you didn't ask her. It would be interesting if this was changed for, I don't know, girl in green dress, and then when we ask her name it changes to Annette. It would be nice.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
I think open sign would do this job very well, even, and wouldn't need a young girl standing in the cold.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help you in some way? I should have a word with the store owner, maybe. Such a good trooper you are. Already learned the value of hard work. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
She doesn't seem to understand what you said. Shouldn't you be at school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't going to school more important than this? School is stupid. You're lucky not to be there. What is school anyway?
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
Okay.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamour rings through the honeycomb of classrooms.
Okay, what is this feeling?
Remorse. The parquet of assembly halls. The rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. A girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear,
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Checks out the code. And how's this business
Mum
doing?
says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
Bankrupt, ass up. Ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
I don't think curses are real. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creakings.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
What do you know about the other failed businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
This is just a stern serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Enough about the
Maybe
curse.
I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. It's that bad.
Crime is a deviation from the law, punishable by either a civil or criminal sentencing. It's what the law prevents.
Why would I not want to read about crime? Okay, I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman, or should stop being
Didn't
one.
mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a striking versatile officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy, then decided to leave a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway, it's your point to your head. Wow, look at the guy. I will never be as good as Mullen. I actually had other questions. Okay, I think, yeah, it's more about how you use your intelligence.
Head? Yes.
Oh, cute.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
Your blue soul.
No, your resilience.
So, that Mullen guy looks like a humble man who could respect that face. He's not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul. Great. I totally regard for personal safety. You gotta take the pain. This Mullen guy looks like he'd run to his mom and got no balls. I mean, between those two, I think having a soul is very important. You know, to continue to be motivated. Because it's gonna be a really tough job. So you truly need to put your heart and soul into it. So I think I'm going to agree with authority.
I'm not sure I understand.
A policeman's gotta have the right stuff, an ingrained sense of the law. No one will follow a weakling like Mullen.
If you say so, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Oh, that's cute. So she's called one afraid of the curse. Okay. Well, first, let's talk.
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation.
Or there could be a
Yeah.
story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when both of the men are bad? What about when everyone's poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? What about a poor man getting? Okay, I think this one is more related to our case. I think, especially because in the beginning we talk about not having any ex-wives going on.
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and draw out, scared for life, phantom limb.
No, I don't know.
She looks at you with puzzlement.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower.
Yeah, and it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight.
The girl is at a loss for words.
Oh my god, we are just trauma dumping, Annette. Each of you feeling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives.
She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable.
Each of you tearing at the other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart that still hurts ceaselessly.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh,
Don't know how to help you.
I don't need help. I need a real book that tells it how it is, not this rival. Why can't you help him? Beyond help, right? I think the first one.
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm still little. I can't.
Oh, poor Annette.
It's time to leave it be. You're about to make a child cry. Are you proud of yourself?
Not a single shred of pride remains in me. Right, activate denial mode. Damn right I am, proud as the lion of sober. Oh yeah, don't worry, the girl gonna be carried away there. Let's back up out of that. Right, activate denial
You're
mode.
not really an automaton. You do know that.
Little girl, pardon the deviation. I wish to discuss books and other such matters.
Yes, sir.
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of those books? Right, I had a different question in mind.
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. I think this one, because we want to be a superstar.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That will show them. Why did I'm just an old-time cop?
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Yeah, that's cool. Should be a book of you. Okay.
You failed to produce anything
No.
substantial.
We are losing all our checks.
She waits intently.
I'm a detective. I deduce that you are a girl. I'm a detective. I deduce that you are very small. I'm sorry. I can't deduce anything. That you are a girl.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Okay, so let's see this
As
one.
you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I have been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Okay.
Coach physical instrument. Wait, how did you know all those hammer throw techniques? How do you know how to hold a discus? Or the world youth record in discus? Something doesn't add up here. This mushy thing between your ears didn't know the name of the city you're in, but it comes loaded with trivia about the correct chin position of a shot-put ball. Could it be that? Shut up, namby-pamby. This train of thought ends abruptly. It's leg day. Straighten your rhombus muscle. It's shirts versus skins. Take your shirt off, Namby. Your skins.
Okay. +2 physical instrument. Okay. If shirt slot empty. A factor for binoculars. Okay. And we have some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolute clear. No one saying you're an actual superstar in the group isn't cocaine riddled with hepatitis C. Strikes a Leonesque pose with a meek kind of way. You're not Guillaume Lemillon or David de Huy. No, you are a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll intensity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Okay. And we have a point. What I want to do, we have low logic. We have no points in encyclopedia. We are kind of dumb in general. We have a lot in physique. I'm thinking we should. I wish we knew our checks. Let's see here. So we have electrochemistry encyclopedia for the mirror. Tommy Home, empathy. The hangman endurance. Maybe we should put in endurance. Visual calculus, footprints in the dust. Kuno, also empathy. René and Annette. So we have composure. So let's see. So we could put in composure, empathy, or endurance. So endurance, empathy, and composure. I thinking we have a lot in empathy. Maybe we could. We should put in endurance so we can try again. Okay. So now we can. I think what I want to do now. We could enter the shop. Or maybe. I think we should try to end with this area. Like. I think we can ask her for the.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure, I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I have to run. Okay, so now we can try the body again.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
That's right. It's very low, but
The ammonia
no.
only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
The emo didn't help at all. I think I don't want to be a cop anymore.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel Lieutenant pat your back rhythmically. Oh
The
wow.
weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep eating if I've been a cop my whole life? This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a cop. Can we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down. I don't want to be a cop.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have,
He withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
you need to get your shit together.
Okay, shake your head no. But I don't want to get my shit together. But my shit already is together.
No, it's not, officer.
But I don't want to get my shit together.
Then the world will turn away from you and leave you behind.
Okay.
You should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Okay.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay, so we have more volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. Okay, so we can't internalize that because we need to unlock a new slot. I not sure how you unlock. Not sure how you do that. But let's move on. But first I want to see the ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper. Inspect the clip. Browse the white papers. Browse the yellow papers. Look at the clipboard. Smell the ledger. Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the
If
same.
you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper.
If it's there, it's cool.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many
Okay.
years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example?
RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs.
Okay.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they are written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Can my cases appear to imply some kind of naming convention?
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murderers.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
The man with the hole in the head.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
I mean, it's not so offensive. The man with the hole in his head, it's... Okay, I don't know the context, but...
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Okay, rail spike through the head, okay. I had to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The hanged man. The fear is at home in the mirror. The setting sun shit on a stick. Oh my god, the worst of all is the fourth one. Like,
Ah, yes. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger.
I don't. Yeah.
They're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Okay, fair.
Fun is outlawed with this guy. What a nut!
I don't have another name. I usually when I play this Elysium, I choose the first one. But I think I want to make a change for this gameplay, so I'm going to choose the second one. The Furies at Home in the Mirror.
Furies? Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that refers to. And also,
For his brow.
could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Oh wow, so okay, so Kim is kind of making us to choose the boring one. The setting sun.
Okay, it's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane, usual?
Usual is boring. We don't do that.
Okay, the Hanged Man.
Great, that's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Mm-hmm. And inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
What's the case files
Arson,
again?
petty theft, spouse. You don't exactly
So
close
we need
them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers.
our logic
They're a
is
little
very
further
low.
from your nose now.
Browse the yellow
In
papers.
the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine?
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call?
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Okay, field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Enough of this, close for.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Okay.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better.
What delicious part. Oh my god. So we got 1 for health. It should give us 1 for morale. Come on.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
I mean, I don't think we will get this.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Mm-hmm. Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the color was?
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
The blue heart. Don't look into
Okay,
it.
so this is the blue heart. Shake the letter.
Something
The ledger?
rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Let's try. Yes.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
How can I open the ledger? Slide the drawer open. Wait, somehow I don't want to.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. Oh, wow.
The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who are they for?
Who do you think?
Me?
You.
Oh, wow. Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. They let you go there too. You should go and kill yourself there.
Oh, wow. A lot of trigger warning for this part. The ticket permit access to a zoo. Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. But it will make me happy.
The merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let go.
What was that? Throw the card in the wind. Hold on to it. Read the card.
Frisson covers your entire body, a feeling of cold, a persistent chill.
Hold on to it. Read the card.
Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road.
I mean, the craziest thing would be to let the card go. Even though that would be very interesting to know what would happen. But I mean, I'm very lore oriented, so I stick with that.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Oh. Fuck. Oh no. Tell me you didn't.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything alright?
Fall sideways. Oh wow. Nice. That's such a cool art, I mean.
There is nothing.
Continue.
Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
Paleo-mammalian cortex.
Because it's always there.
White morning. Was that the X something there?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
And I was just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What's that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
It's delicious, but taste.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. No, I don't wanna.
There is no use arguing with me. You will die if you don't. Drink.
There really is no use arguing with him. This is him exerting the reserves of authority he usually withholds. You can't even try to resist. All you can do is...
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Okay.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. I came in contact with the burned out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. I was dehydrated. It won't happen again, concluded. Fuck it. Start climbing out of the motor car.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
I came in contact with the burned out ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen.
Ledge of failure and hatred.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna end for here. Okay, so autosave, nice. I think I'm gonna end here, but we did some nice development so far, nice progress. So we have a lot to take in, especially in regards to our detective past, but also the city. I like the whole Shivers thing. Like, it's almost like the city is alive and it's in some sort of interaction with us, so it's cool. I got really scared about the whole losing the game because of the morale thing, but now we are kind of safe, so we can go crazier again. I think in some parts I will not be so crazy because I don't know, I don't want to end the game, you know. I want to keep gaming, so sometimes I need to make some decisions, like especially in regards to lore. So I was kind of scared of letting the card go with the wind and we wouldn't have this experience. We need and I think it's important to understand a little bit of the whole detective's past. So, well, that's that. I will see you guys for the next part, and thank you so much for watching.